Box Off Blues, your source for all things Everton. I'm Jay Pendleton, and I'm here today to discuss Everton signing Carlos Alcaraz on loan from Flamengo of Brazil. I mean, this is like one of the craziest things I've ever seen in terms of a transfer. Nothing from Fabrizio Romano, Dave Ornstein, the Bobble, any of the well-respected kind of newsbreakers, if you like. Nothing from them. And it's actually Flamengo who came out and said that Everton had basically signed him. It's absolutely bizarre, considering the fact that they hadn't actually obviously signed when they said that as well. It was a case that he was coming over for a medical. Obviously, maybe it's a case of words getting lost in translation, things meaning different things in different parts of the world, etc. Obviously very possible, but yeah, just bizarre. I think not a player Everton have kind of had discussed in their circles. I mean, why would he? You know, unless Everton were obviously interested, but you know, he's playing over in Brazil. He was at Southampton for, I think, 1 year, then he went on loan to Juventus, played a bit there. I think obviously just a bit of a stopgap for them. They've also got some issues themselves with finances and stuff, so probably a bit of a stopgap. Sort of through, then he's gone to Flamengo, 18 million euros. I think they signed him for most expensive player in their history, which is a crazy investment. Obviously, a very big club over there, and I don't think their fans are too happy at the fact that they're losing a player of such value on a free to a team marooned in the lower reaches of the Premier League. It is bizarre, but here we are. You know, you don't really get transfers like this anymore. Things are kind of always discussed for weeks and months on end sometimes, and then they either do happen or they don't happen. And yeah, it's very rare that things go this way, but I'm definitely not complaining because, you know, I was only talking a few hours ago about how, you know, I've struggled so much in the window and how difficult it's been, and then bang, something like this comes out of nowhere. So it's super interesting, and it's great to get, obviously, a signing over the line. I think he's more of a box-to-box midfielder, but certainly got an eye for goals, scored a few goals for Southampton, 7 in 42 games in the league, I believe it was. And yeah, you know, he's kind of come through racing over in Argentina, done well there. I think they had to work on him a lot, and then he kind of got into the first team, scored very young as a 17-year-old. Come on to Southampton. The kind of move that Everton don't do enough of, in my opinion, in terms of plucking people out of absolutely nowhere for low money. It doesn't have to be all the way over Argentina, but I just mean in terms of players who can kind of add value to the first team. Obviously, Saints went down with him in the team. And if you go back and look at the Southampton Twitter account when they said that he was leaving to Juve last January while they were obviously fighting to try and get back up, the fans were kind of saying, talented player, but he hasn't really taken to the Championship. And whether that was because he wasn't really feeling it, playing in the second division, maybe struggled in the system, I don't know what that would have been, but they seemed genuinely disappointed, and same with when he left on a permanent. I think the kind of thought process was maybe he'd come back and carry on, but they seem to be also kind of saying it was best for everyone, maybe his head just wasn't in it anymore, and there he went, and again, a big outlay for Southampton, 18 million euros to move him on is hardly cheap. It's something that the kind of move that Everton would like to go for players down the years where they haven't quite worked out. But yeah, this is an exciting signing, someone out of nowhere, only 22 years old, loads of room to grow, and you'd like to think he'll come to Everton super hungry and super ready to kind of make something happen. So let's see how it goes. But I think it's a signing a lot of people are going to be happy with and excited with, and it just gives fans a lift going in from now till season's end. So let me know your thoughts on signing down below. Any more light you can kind of shed on him as a player, and where do you think he's going to be best utilised in the team? Thank you very much. We'll see you next time.